Hello YouTube, I'm back, and this is what I told you before at the beginning I would be doing follow-up reviews. Well, this is my first major follow-up review on any products to speak of. So here it is. I've got three X350 sitting here. I bought one just so I could practice acro with, and probably some 3D. I bought two for casual flying, and that way I can swap them back and forth and, you know, just get a little more flight time in. I did buy some extra batteries for these and so on. But I'm here about quality. This is just ridiculous what's going on with these things. I got these numbered. Number 2 on that one. Number 1 on this one. And this one's got a 3, but it's all busted up, so I'm not going to pick it up. Now, I log my flights. Every time I do a flight, I log it. And if there's a crash, like number 1 here is the one I was practicing 3D and acro with, or trying it out. There's a couple of crashes, which I did crack the body. There were really minor crashes, which as minor as these crashes were, I'm surprised it even cracked the body at all. So the body, obviously, horrible quality. I did mention the flexing in the bodies and the arms when I did my open unboxing review. So I now know why I didn't like it, because very minor bump on those things and it's cracking the arms. So that's one issue. But yet this one, even though it's had a couple of bumps, it's not doing anything weird. Okay, it still flies really good. Okay, this one here. This one is number 2. It has 39 flights there. And right around flight 20, 21, somewhere in there, it started doing this when I pitch and get about 80 to 90% throttle or more. It starts doing this like jumping in the back. It's like the back drops like doot, 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 like that. It just kind of wobbles like this when you're trying to pitch and go full speed, or even close to full speed. So there's something going on with this one, and I'm really sure it's not the motor. I think it's the ESC or the board. Now, this one here, number 3, I have 12 flights and then a C here, which is a crash. Okay? Well, this wasn't no ordinary crash. This had nothing to do with me, because I was pretty much casual flying with these, going fast with them, going full speed with them, but not doing any acro, no flips, nothing like that. Just flying around with these two. Well, this one here, and I will demonstrate with a Fury Bee what actually happened. Here's the arm is completely busted off, and I did rip it apart to see what other damage was, but that ESC is tore to shreds. There's components pulled off of it. I don't know what other actual damage is in there, because there's nothing else I can do with it right now. But the arm is completely busted off, and internal damage. But here's a Fury Bee. I'm going to demonstrate what was going on. I'm coming in for a landing, and there were several people out there flying. They had another person had a couple of quads. Another guy had a plane, and another guy had a helicopter. They were out there flying in this field, and there's no interference out where we were at. We were way away from things. So we're out there, and I'm coming in for a landing, going sideways to everybody, moving to the right. Wasn't even at the point where I was going to actually turn it to come back a little bit and land on the landing pad. It was still going this way, and we're all standing, say, about right here. Okay, and this is about 100 feet away, 150 feet away maybe at the time. And all of a sudden, this thing, with mind of its own, turned, pitched the left rear up like this. I mean, it literally pitched the left rear. It turned and pitched the left rear up like that. And it was coming straight at us. I mean, straight at us, and everybody scattered. It was sounding like something with one of the motors was screaming. It was really going higher RPM than I've ever heard these things ever go. And I'm assuming it was this left rear. Well, it was coming straight at everybody. Everybody scattered. I moved out of the way. I tried to pull back on it and correct it the first shot. Did not respond. So I hit the throttle kill. Still no response to the throttle kill whatsoever. Just kept coming at us. And I stepped out of the way, and right where everybody was sitting was about where it hit. But right before it hit, it just pitched back like this, as if this motor had quit, and pitched back like that, and then hit the ground. But the other 3 motors were still going. They did not stop until about 10 seconds after it hit the ground. So My throttle kill command didn't work. Countering what it was trying to do did not work. It had a mind of its own. There was no explanation, no interference out there whatsoever. We were too far out and nobody else was around. So obviously there's something wrong with that. 12 flights for the price you pay for these things, absolutely ridiculous. This whole arm is broken off. ESC's gone. I don't know what other damage is in there because it hit pretty hard. So I'm done. I'm done with XK. If this is any example of their quality, this one just jumping on the one side, this one, I mean, after not even like 20 flights, this one, 12 flights, and the 13th flight, it just has a mind of its own and almost kills everybody and then crashes and destroys itself. So, yeah, XK I'm through with. XK's quality, I can say don't bother with XK, period, ever. Never buy XK. I wasted all this money on this stuff, having problems with two of them to the point where you can't, they're not even worth using anymore. And then the third one, the first one I bought, the body is just garbage. The quality in these things is garbage. They're overpriced junk is what they are. So don't buy these things. I just spent a lot of my disability settlement on this, and I'm done. Let's see. That's all I can really say about it. XK's quality, forget it. They're garbage. I will never buy another XK product. Thank you, XK, for wasting my money.